possession and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Spartans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
On the ground, it's Martin. Knocked down for the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief. First drive, and you force a turnover. This team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they need.
The run inside. It's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got.
Could be an alley. Touchdown, Spartans. A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the run, it's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in with one hand. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Can we just talk about how ridiculous of a catch that was? That was unbelievable. The receiver just sticks his paw out, snags the ball. That is incredible hand strength.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that went nowhere fast. And 1st down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch them being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Fires it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Bringing the heat. he got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance. And this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Casper. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get into the 29-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Eagle, check, eagle.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback now on the run, still working. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now on second down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's McCray. And a sweet catch and a nice gain. Gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the Spartans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for space. It's Edwards. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken by BYU in second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And that's just mano-a-mano, receiver one-on-one man coverage. He's got to win. He's got to get back and cross the defender's face, fight back to the football, make the catch to pick up that first down.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Michigan State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 15 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Cardinals who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. They win their second straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Moore. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
In a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. On the move, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted, number 19. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on fourth down. Like, third down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the second time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it down the field. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Cougars will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. They'll try to pass their way in. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. wants to change this route.
Escape! 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 Spear! Spear! Spear!
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's McCray. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Spartans looking to convert on fourth down. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Cougar! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Rios. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're...
Makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They just keep firing. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Sparty! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. BYU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here's the pressure. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. BYU lines up quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Phillips. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on
you. They'll use a timeout here. 2:06 remaining on the clock. Of course, it stops again at the 2-minute mark. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the delay, it's Edwards. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Wide receiver going in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And, Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do